How long did I follow him? Days, weeks, months? With golden eyes he beckoned me onwards to I knew not where. Locking a bold and strong stare, he silently promised in him, not necessarily a friend, but most certainly not a foe. And I, alone for all my memory, saw the hope in this lone wolf. He, like me, wandered this desolate land. Better to be a friend than an enemy out here in the vast nothingness. There is always room for one more, was my thought, and so I followed. How he came to find me, how we came to find each other, will never be for either of us to know. That our paths should cross at all must have been designed by fate. Where he planned to take me, I knew not. Anything was better than that desolate place, lost, alone. So I trusted the stranger with golden eyes. First he took me up mountains where the snow fell in a blinding white curtain. Carefully I followed his paw prints in the snow before the howling wind brushed them away. Up, up, up we went, our paces never slowing. As the sun, what little there was, set that night, we settled for a rest in a rock crevice. Understanding the need, we warmed each other as we slept. Side by side we made it through the coldest night. We came over and down the mountain, each step warming as the sun rose like a roaring fire over the horizon and the storm of piercing snow faded. Along our journey we soon reached a wide plain. Our adventure left us weary. My companion had grown tired. I could go back. I could return to what had become so familiar, the desolation. No, I would stay with him. Not wanting to lose him, I too sat and waited for his strength to return. We both needed food. With motivation I can only call the sense of duty and protective nature so prevalent in our kind, I went on the hunt. Rabbits were many here. Even in my own weakened state, capturing a few of the slower tiny beasts was well within my ability. With pride, I unleashed my teeth and shared meat with my new brother. Our strength grew, as did our unspoken bond. My new friend's eyes gleamed as he looked upon me. Perhaps he was pleased he had put so much faith in me. Our path soon took us through an underground cave. The stalactites dripped like our fangs when in the spirit of delivering death. Water droplets echoed within the cavern, the tiniest drops screaming to be heard. Our noses alert, we sensed something lurking in the shadows. Whatever this beast might be, it was watching us closely. I could have run. He could have abandoned me. No. We, instead, watched each other's backs. Together we would make it through the mouth of this great beast. We could feel the vastness, the darkness, more eyes upon us. Onward we pressed. We knew we would perish if we stopped now. There was only moving forward, together. So together, we walked through the shadows and into the sun once again. Soon we made it to a dense forest. The trees enveloped us as we crossed into their shade. Then I realized I was no longer following him. Rather, we walked side by side. Through these thick and ancient trees, we pressed ever onward, the forest enfolding us in its great thick pines. Here we walked together as equals. Now I knew trust for this lone wolf. Off in the distance there came another lone traveler, another to my side, and another behind. My companion, my brother, paid them no mind. His gaze was ever forward, taking confidence and trust in his confidence, and trust of these new companions. I too continued onward. The wolves around us soon moved closer. There were more of them surrounding us now. Yet I did not feel the fear I would have felt if I had stood there alone. We pressed on. Soon I came to realize these wolves were not our enemy. They were not another challenge we would have to face. This was my brother's pack. They were guiding us and welcoming us home. After our long journey through the thick trees, we finally came to a clearing filled with my brother's pack members. The sun burned high in the sky, a great change from the shade of the trees. Happily I stepped into it, feeling a warmth rise from within myself. This place, this pack, the warmth I had never felt before. This was home. I bowed my head and closed my eyes for a moment as I finally understood. When I looked up again, my brother was staring at me, his golden eyes shimmering as we shared the same thought. There is always room for one more.